stop the Trans-Pacific Partnership?
We are now.
Why is the administration leading Congress and the public blindly into this deal? It is not a good deal, and we are going to displace jobs. We are going to increase the cost of medicines. You're sneaking in SOPA. This is not a good deal. We have to stop the TPP. We have to stop it now. The administration has to answer for why we are not opening text, why we're not telling people what's going on. You have to answer these questions, and we have to stop the TPP. This is blindly leading us into destructive policy.
The hearing is now recessed, and we'll proceed when we are able to proceed without disruptions.
We have to stop the TPP. We have to stop it now.
It is recessed until we proceed without disruptions.
Why won't you open the text? Why can't we see what's going on? This is not transparency. Nobody can talk to us. Nobody can tell us what's going on in the meetings. This is crazy. This is not right. This is not right. This is not transparency. You've got to tell people what's happening. This is not what this administration should be allowed. And we need to stop the Trans-Pacific Partnership.
Under order. Pastor Moran, proceed.
Thank you again, Chairman Wise.
Why don't you proceed at the very beginning?
Okay. Thank you. Thank you to both of you and to this committee. It's a real honor for me to be back here. We are now 3 years into President Obama's National Export Initiative. Since 2009, increased U.S. exports have supported 1.3 million additional American jobs. Last year, U.S. exports overcame slackening global demand and a devastating drought to reach record heights. Since 2009, manufacturing exports were up 47%, agricultural exports were up 44%, and services exports were up 24%. President Obama's trade agenda for 2013 calls for continued progress in bold steps. It will support greater economic growth and jobs for more Americans. And bipartisan cooperation between Congress and this administration will remain critical to this success. Together, we can secure job-supporting opportunities for U.S. farmers, ranchers, businesses, workers, manufacturers, and service providers. So in 2013, the administration will continue to consult closely with you on U.S. trade negotiating objectives and on holding our trading partners accountable for their commitments. USTR's current work builds on many efforts that became successful with your guidance and with your help. We are intensifying Trans-Pacific Partnership negotiations to secure a next-generation, high-standard trade agreement in the world's fastest-growing region. As President Obama announced in his State of the Union address, we are preparing to begin negotiations to further strengthen the world's largest trade relationship through a transatlantic trade and investment partnership with the European Union. In Geneva, we will soon begin negotiations regarding global trade and services, a sector where U.S. providers are highly competitive. At the WTO, we are advancing promising pathways for trade liberalization. These include trade facilitation and the Information Technology Agreement. And in support of our market opening efforts, we look forward to beginning work with you on Trade Promotion Authority. This year, we will seek to improve the effectiveness of U.S. trade preference programs and to ensure that U.S. businesses and workers benefit fully from the commitments of new WTO partners. And we will address the expiration of trade adjustment assistance this year, keeping our own commitment to Americans in trade-impacted industries and connecting them and other displaced workers with employment services. Your support for President Obama's focus on trade enforcement is already ensuring that more Americans reap all of the benefits of U.S. trade agreements in the WTO and around the world. In conjunction with USTR's Office of the General Counsel, the Interagency Trade Enforcement Center will continue to play a critical role in trade enforcement efforts. Since its inception, the ITEC has already helped to advance multiple enforcement actions and investigations. As we continue our market opening and enforcement efforts, USTR will uphold this administration's commitment to be responsive to American interests and American concerns. We will base trade policy on diverse American perspectives with the goal of supporting American jobs. In particular, we will continue to maintain open channels of communication and receive constructive public feedback on all trade negotiations. Working with you, this administration intends to seek high-standard trade and investment opportunities around the world. We intend to enforce our trade agreements to preserve and support additional U.S. jobs, and we intend to reflect and uphold American values in trade policy. However, it's important to note that continued budget cuts and resource constraints can significantly compromise USTR's capabilities. Already, we face the possibility that the sequester alone will hamper our ability to conduct trade negotiations and other market opening efforts, as well as new enforcement disputes. And in the continuing resolution that is currently moving through Congress, USTR's budget will be cut by an additional $1 million on top of the $2.6 million sequester. A further $1 million hit could undermine USTR's ability to conduct multiple trade negotiations simultaneously, as well as severely compromise enforcement. I thank this committee for your thoughtful consideration of critical trade issues and your continued support for an ambitious agenda. Working together, we can ensure that our trade policy continues to support jobs and opportunities for all Americans.